to all of you for the listing ceremony of General Insurance Corporation on the NSE platform. Ladies and gentlemen, General Insurance Corporation of India is the largest reinsurance company in India in terms of gross premiums accepted in fiscal 2017 and accounted for approximately 60% of the premiums ceded by Indian insurers to reinsurers during fiscal 2017, according to CRISIL research. The corporation is also an international reinsurer that underwrote business from 161 countries as at June 30th, 2017. According to CRISIL research, the corporation is ranked as the 12th largest global reinsurer in 2016 and the third largest Asian reinsurer in 2016 in terms of gross premiums accepted. The corporation provides reinsurance across many key business lines, including fire, property, marine, motor, engineering, agriculture, aviation, space, health, liability, credit, and financial and life insurance. With more than 44 years of experience in and commitment to providing reinsurance products and services, the corporation has become a trusted brand to its insurance and reinsurance customers in India and overseas. With those words, I request the esteemed dignitaries to take their seats on the dais while they will be welcomed with bouquets of flowers. Mrs. Alice G. Vaidyan, Chairman and Managing Director, GIC. Welcome, ma'am. Please accept these flowers as a token of reverence. Mr. Vikram Limaye, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NSE. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Please accept these flowers as a token of respect. Mr. Ravi Kapoor, Managing Director, Citigroup Global Markets India Private Limited. A bouquet of flowers for you, sir. Mr. Salil Pitay, Co-Head of Investment Banking, Axis Capital Limited. A bouquet of flowers for you. Mr. Hitendra Dave, Head of Global, HSBC Securities and Capital Markets India Private Limited. Welcome. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, Managing Director and Head, Deutsche Equities India Private Limited. And Mr. Abhijit Vaidya, Executive Director, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company. भारतीय परंपरा के अनुसार अब दीप प्रज्वलित कर कार्यक्रम का शुभारंभ होगा। दीप प्रज्वलन हेतु मैं सभी मान्यवरों को यहाँ पर निमंत्रित करती हूँ। In keeping with the Indian tradition, the inauguration will be done by lighting the auspicious ceremonial lamp. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed to light the lamp, which has been placed right in the center. You'll have to step down. Deepen lokana jayati, deepastejo mayaha smritaha, chaturvarga pradodipan, tasmad deep yajet priye. The lamp is luminous. Its radiance grants victory. Its light imparts dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, that is, righteousness, prosperity, pleasure, and finally, emancipation. This is the significance of lighting a lamp, and hence, a lamp should be lit. Lamp, as we know, is also a symbol of knowledge. जैसा हम जानते हैं, दीप ज्ञान का प्रतीक होता है। the lamp being lit, the function being inaugurated. A group picture, please. Moments to be treasured in form of memories. One moment, sir. Could I request all the esteemed dignitaries to please proceed to the right side? Sir, please. Ma'am, one picture on the right platform. Yep. यादगार पल इस स्वर्ण मौके पर हम सभी के लिए शुक्रिया. I request all of you to please take your seats on the dais. While I call upon Mr. Hitendra Dave, Head of Global, HSBC Securities and Capital Markets India Private Limited, for the opening address.
Thank you. Okay, and it's obviously a great day to have the listing of GIC Re. I think, we've just read the stock markets and the Nifty index is all-time high. So on that note, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I take immense pleasure in extending a very warm welcome to each one of you on this occasion of the listing ceremony of GIC Re. On behalf of HSBC and the entire IPO team, I would like to congratulate Mrs. Alice Vedyan, Mr. VC Jain, Mr. Dinesh Waghela, Mr. Narsimham, Mr. Tripathi, Mrs. Suchita Gupta, and the entire management team of GIC Re for the passion, enthusiasm, and the hard work put in over the last few months to make this a successful IPO. I would also like to congratulate the entire team of the Department of Investment and Public Asset Management, DIPAM as we call it, led by Mr. Neeraj Gupta, and thank them for the support of the entire IPO process. I would just like to briefly introduce GIC Re to you here. It is the sole and the largest reinsurer in India with 60% market share. It's the third largest in Asia and the 12th largest globally, and is soon likely to break into the top 10. GIC Re has operations in 162 countries, so it is a truly Indian multinational in that sense, with a gross premium of rupees 33,741 crores for FY17, and has also announced recently a dividend of just over 1,000 crore rupees. At an issue size of rupees 11,176 crores, this is the second largest IPO in the Indian capital markets on a net issue basis, and our largest IPO in the banking and financial services space in India. I want to convey my absolute pleasure in being a part of this historic event and being associated with this marquee IPO. Our relationship and journey with them has just begun. Congratulations once again and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dave, for putting GIC Re in a nutshell for all present. And now, can I request Mrs. Alice G. Vaidyan, CMD GIC Re, to address this august gathering.
Good morning, distinguished guests, Mr. Vikram Limaye, MD and CEO NSE, Mr. Ravi Kapoor from the Citi Group, Mr. Hitendra Dave, HSBC, Mr. Sanjay Sharma, Deutsche Equities, Mr. Salil, Axis Capital, Mr. Abhijit Vaidya, Kotak Mahindra, our director on our board, Mrs. Usha Sangwan, our partners in the IPO process, my colleagues at GIC Re, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely delighted to be here today as the Chairman and Managing Director of India's first publicly listed reinsurance company. It is indeed a moment of immense pride for me to witness our hard work bearing fruits as we build towards ringing the gong. Having presided over the IPO process, I can truly say that it has been an extremely challenging and grueling process, but also humbling and enlightening. Today's listing ceremony is merely the culmination of the aspirations of all the stakeholders of GIC Re and the measures we took to translate them into reality. I would like to believe that we have embarked upon a journey which has only begun as we seek to unlock value and raise our corporate governance and standards ever higher. I would like to acknowledge the perseverance, commitment, and dedication of everyone involved in the IPO process. My sincere thanks goes out to the Ministry of Finance, IRDA, SEBI, book running lead managers, Citigroup Global Markets, Axis Capital, Deutsche Equities India, HSBC Securities and Capital Markets, Kotak Mahindra Capital Company, auditors Mr. Samria and Company and Messrs. JBC and Associates, legal counsels Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, Clyde and Company and Khetan and Company, rating agency CRISIL, banker to the issue HDFC Bank, registrar Karvi Computer Share, printer Orient Press, advertising agency Concept Communications. I would also like to thank NSE for this listing ceremony. Stock exchanges are veritable temples of capitalism, and capital is at the core of corporate activity, more so the very lifeblood of the financial sector. I must say, however, that I agree with Abraham Lincoln, who said that labor is the superior of capital and deserves much the higher consideration. Here, I would like to put on record our appreciation for all the labor put in this grueling process by our partners and the entire management team and all the employees of GIC Re, without the hard work of whom I would not be delivering this address here today. Finally, I would like to thank all investors and stakeholders who have reposed their faith and confidence in us as we seek to build a better future for all. We assure you all of our continuing commitment to take GIC Re to new heights. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights. And now, I invite Mr. Vikram Limaye, MD and CEO, NSE, to address the audience.
Morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you for the listing ceremony of GIC Re. A special welcome to Mrs. Alice Vaidyan, Ms. Usha Sangwan, and various other senior members of the GIC team. And a warm welcome to everyone else who's here for the listing ceremony. This is the second largest IPO after Coal India. So heartiest congratulations to the entire GIC team who have done this issuance in record time, I'm told, since they decided to go public and where we are today. We want to congratulate the team GIC on successful completion of India's largest IPO in the financial services sector, and I said it's the second largest after Coal India. We're delighted to welcome India's oldest and the largest reinsurer to the NSE family. With this listing on NSE, GIC has now become a part of an elite group of listed public sector undertakings which have set new benchmarks in professional excellence with an underlying motto to serve the nation. GIC has become a truly global financial institution with operations in 161 countries, with international business accounting for 30% of its gross premium in FY17. GIC is the largest reinsurer in India in terms of gross premium in FY17 and also has the distinction of being the third largest and 12th largest reinsurer in Asia and in the world respectively. GIC has very high growth potential considering that the insurance industry is still underpenetrated in India, with total sum assured as a percentage of country's GDP at 70% compared to 270% in case of developed economies like the United States. Once again, we are very happy to host all of you here as you embark on this new journey and wish you all the very best in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, sir, for sharing your perspective on this grand occasion. And now, time for presentation of mementos. I request Mr. Limaye to present a memento and a Go Green certificate to Madam Alice Vaidyan, Ladies and gentlemen, as a Go Green initiative, NSE shall plant 50 trees at the periphery of Sita Mata Wildlife Sanctuary in Rajasthan. So this is a green initiative. Mr. Limay presenting the Go Green certificate to Madam Vaidyan and a special memento for you, ma'am. Please accept this as a token of appreciation and gratitude. After the congratulatory gesture, a reciprocatory gesture, presentation of mementos by GIC to NSE, that is of course from Mrs. Vaidyan to Mr. Limay. I request ma'am to also present mementos to all the bankers, beginning with our Citigroup Global Markets India Private Limited MD, Mr. Ravi Kapoor. Axis Capital Limited, Co-Head of Investment Banking, Mr. Salil Pitay. HSBC Securities and Capital Markets India Private Limited, Head of Global, Mr. Hitendra Dave. Deutsche Equities India Private Limited, MD and Head, Mr. Sanjay Sharma. Kotak Mahindra Capital Company, Executive Director, Mr. Abhijit Vaidya. Presentation of mementos to other associates. Registrar, Karvi Computers. The agency, Concept Communications Limited. Legal advisors, Cyril Amarchand. Auditors, there are two, GBCA, anybody from GBCA? Well, I don't see any representative. Let's move ahead. The other auditors are Samria. Anyone from Samria? Well, the printers, Orient Press. None from Orient Press, I guess. Thank you, ma'am. You may please be seated. The vote of thanks will now be proposed by Mr. Sanjay Sharma.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start with thanking you all to be here to grace this occasion of the listing ceremony of GIC Re. I would like to start on behalf of Deutsche Equities and the book runners to thank Mrs. Alice, GIC management and Deepam to give us this opportunity to be associated with such a landmark transaction. Thank you to all the other intermediaries who worked with us tirelessly to make this come at this stage. Thank you to the regulators, SEBI, IRDA, NSE, BSE for expeditious clearance of documents and making the process entirely smooth. Thank you NSE for hosting us here. I would also like to thank all the investors, both institutional and retail, who have participated in great numbers to get this issue oversubscribed. While we are now waiting for the listing ceremony and the listing of stock to start, I would like to end with two comments. One, of course, today could not be a better day for a financial services company to list with what is happening in the market, given the announcements by the government yesterday. And two, I've worked with so many managements for so many issues. I have never seen the passion of the GIC team and management in terms of anything big or small, in terms of making this come to this stage. I would like everybody to applaud for the GIC management. And I'm sure they will not disappoint the larger shareholder base, which is now joining the family. Thank you very much.
As you can see to your right, to my left, the screen is saying 9:51. We have 9 more minutes to go. So in the meanwhile, can I request our bankers to be gracious enough to say a few words on this occasion this morning. Mr. Ravi Kapoor, thank you.
Sorry, I assure you I won't take 9 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, good morning and very warm welcome to this listing. This is indeed a very, very momentous occasion. As Sanjay said, a big thank you to the GIC management team led by Madam Alice. What a wonderful job the team has done in bringing this to culmination, and a huge value is going to be unlocked as the team has very, very assiduously built up over the years. So thank you for giving us the opportunity of working with you. It's a great moment. We are going to usher into the listing space one of the global companies, a global scale company. So it's a very, very momentous occasion, and I congratulate the entire GIC management team on that. Ma'am, you've got now over 600,000 new shareholders, and we know you're going to take care of them as you've taken care of your existing shareholders. So thank you once again, and many congratulations, and all the very best for a great listing and thereafter. Thank you.
Thank you for extending your best wishes, Mr. Kapoor. And now, could I request Mr. Salil Pitare, please?
I'd like to just start by saying thanks to Ms. Alice Vaidyan and the entire GIC team for giving us the opportunity to work on this IPO. It's been a truly great experience for us. What I reminisce is really the first time around when we actually attended their kickoff meeting. The entire team management that put across the business to us gave a very good understanding about the depth of the management, the quality of the franchise that has been built out. It's a highly profitable company built on a small set of employees. So all kudos to the employees who have done a great job in building this organization. It's a fantastic franchise which has come in the reinsurance space from India. It's a global franchise which has got built out. And I'm sure reinsurance is a difficult business for people to understand. But as Indian markets mature, I'm sure markets will appreciate the kind of value that GIC Re is creating and will continue to create in the years going ahead. We wish GIC Re great success into the public markets as you go along, and we'll be happy to be of assistance to the company in the years ahead. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Mr. Abhijit Vaidya.
Good morning, everyone. Warm welcome from my end as well. First of all, I would like to thank
GIC and Deepam for giving us the opportunity to be part of this landmark transaction. I remember, ma'am, the journey which began with the kickoff, and all of us were in the room, and team was a bit nervous as to how we are going to pull it off. But thanks to the leadership of GIC, I think we are here. I just want like to say that, ma'am, with the listing of GIC Re, you are adding a new dimension to the financial services sector, the only reinsurance play that investors will get to play. We are pretty excited to, for the listing ceremony, listing function. Thank you and all the best for future.
Thank you very much for those spontaneous good words. Ladies and gentlemen, the momentous time for which we all are waiting is 4 minutes and a couple of seconds away. Well, the ringing of the gong will mark the official listing of GIC Re on the NSE platform. And when the countdown begins, as the timer strikes 10 seconds, you all will join me in the countdown along with, of course, huge rounds of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly an honor for any company to be introduced and welcomed on this corporate ladder. So, all the investors, representatives of management, stakeholders, friends, a few family, well-wishers, officers are gathered on this great day. All happy faces and happy souls. It's 3 minutes and a few seconds, so I think it is good time to proceed towards the gong. We can take a few pictures. I request the audience members to please note, kindly do not stand up to take pictures. Please remain seated as we have video cameras behind. They are documenting the entire event as well as those special moments. There is another announcement. After the ringing of the gong, we will cut a cake to mark the occasion. So do not leave as soon as the gong is rung. Remain seated for a couple of more minutes. We'll have the cutting of the cake to celebrate the listing of GIC Re on NSE. Another minute and a half to go. I think it is a good time to frame your cameras, focus them well, and everybody will have good pictures for memories' sake to be treasured for a long, long time. इंतजार का फल मीठा होता है ऐसे कहते हैं the fruits of patience are very very sweet. So yes, we are looking forward to some sweet moments in less than a minute. impatient moments. The wait is not too long now. The cake is also set on the head table. And yes, we are nearing the time. Count along with me. 9, 8, 7. Can I hear it loud? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations. Heartiest congratulations to General Insurance Corporation of India. All right then. The cake is here. Request all the esteemed dignitaries who are now near the gong to please come back to the dais for a minute or so. Ma'am, please do the honors. Can we hear it loud? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we conclude this ceremony. Kindly proceed for tea, coffee, refreshments, which has been arranged in the adjoining lobby. This is Manasi taking your leave. Have a great day ahead.